What's good, people? It is Tony the Savant back again. And before we get started, please like this video, share this video, hit the notification bell so you can be notified when I'm dropping content and going live on the channel. As well, if you haven't already joined the fam, please subscribe to the channel right now as I drop content daily, go live daily. We stay very busy on this platform. And last but not least, my favorite part, please leave your thoughts and opinions in the comment section, as I'm always intrigued to know what you all think about these topics that we discuss. And let's get right into it, man. We're talking about the Brandon Aiyuk trade request that he made with the San Francisco 49ers. This isn't really breaking news as the standoffs, the negotiations, um, the standoff negotiations between Brandon Aiyuk and the San Francisco 49ers has been very public for quite some time now. And a lot of us assumed, that's been following this story, that Brandon Aiyuk would eventually ask for a trade request, as that has been the per custom um, with the San Francisco 49ers star players for quite some time now. Now, I did a little research. I wanted to look back and see if this was been going on since, back in the Kaepernick days and all that kind of stuff, Vernon Davis and all those dudes. But it seems to be the San Francisco 49ers have gained quite a reputation for these uncomfortable negotiations, if you want to say that, as they have been in it. This is their third consecutive season being in a standoff negotiation with one of their star talents. This is the third consecutive season of that. Back in 2022, I think it was, Deebo Samuel had a standoff with him. He ended up getting his money. Nick Bosa last year had a standoff with him. I remember that very well. I was following that storyline as well, and then we reported when Nick Bosa got his bag, well deserved. And now we are in the same exact situation with another 49ers player, with the young budding star, Brandon Aiyuk. Now, if y'all don't know my opinion on Brandon Aiyuk, I am a very big Brandon Aiyuk guy. I think this dude has the goods to be a number one option. I think he can be one of those legendary. No, we'll see if he can turn into a legendary, because legendary means you got to do some serious winning and as well have some serious high performing plays. But I do think he could be one of the great receivers in 49ers history. Put his name amongst the echelon, because I just think he's that talented. But now I wanted to make a video because, like I said, everybody kind of seen the trade request coming. I kind of wanted to dive into what are the San Francisco 49ers options moving forward, and what should we expect coming out of this situation? Now, I've been doing some investigating, talking to 49ers faithful, some fans, some guys that make some guys that make 49ers videos. And everybody's got a bit of a different opinion on what's going on here. But what I've been able to gather in my investigating is that the 49ers have three options. All right. They can do one of these three. One is stay pat, just kind of ignore Brandon Aiyuk's trade request, if you will, because mainly they have two more seasons. Brandon Aiyuk has another, I believe, a year or two underneath contract with the San Francisco 49ers. And that's, regardless if he wants to hold out, going into the season or whatever, the 49ers have all of the leverage, all of the decision-making power right now, as Brandon Aiyuk is still under his rookie contract. Now, considering that Brandon Aiyuk led the league in receptions per game, not reception, I want to say yards per reception, with 17.9, and also having standout numbers. Y'all forgive me, I forgot, his total numbers of last season, but he had some standout numbers, certainly. And again, in my opinion, he's putting himself in the category of a number one receiver. He's looking to get compensated accordingly, as a number of receivers around the league, Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase, Devontae Smith, and what the other guy's name is, AJ Brown. Just a couple guys who have all gotten their payday extensions, and had great standout seasons themselves. Brandon Aiyuk is trying to throw his name in there, as all of these guys are getting 20 plus million, of course, and Brandon Aiyuk is stuck at 14. severely underpaid. But the problem with staying pat and ignoring Brandon Aiyuk. Well, not the problem. It's not even a problem for the 49ers. Like I said, they have all the leverage. The problem for Brandon Aiyuk in this situation is if he continues to hold out, his holdout is only going to get more and more expensive, and it's going to offset some of that 14 point. I want to say one or two, 14 point. Well, let's just say $14 million. You're going to take away some of that 14 that he's supposed to earn next season. Fines can occur up to about $2 million at this point. And that's just at this point. So literally, if he continues to hold out, he'll be playing for $12 million. And for a guy that's negotiating, trying to get more money, I doubt that the goal here is to continue to lose money. Now, the San Francisco 49ers they have offered Brandon Aiyuk a contract at a clip of $26 million, which is, I think, is fair. With all of the top guys making 30. I forget. I had a list. I want to say Justin Jefferson is making 30, but at the same time, with all the top guys in that range between 25 and 30, let me get 26. If I'm Brandon Aiyuk, that's fair, and you can well. Let's say Brandon Aiyuk is 30 right now. I mean, excuse me, he's 26 right now. Um, got another 2 years under contract. They do an extension. They might extend him for 3 years. So he could probably get out of this contract around 30. You could probably get another big mega deal at that time. And like I say, I've already vouched for Brandon Aiyuk. I believe that he has the talent to be a number one receiver. But the problem kind of segues us into the second option the San Francisco 49ers have right now, and that's to offer a little bit more than the $26 million that has been reported. Now, if the 49ers, it's only been reported that they're offering them 26. If they have, me personally, I think they should stay pat there and kind of wait, play chicken with Brandon Aiyuk and his team, because as of right now, playing a game of chicken, Brandon Aiyuk is the chicken, and the San Francisco 49ers are the semi truck. Again, they have all of the leverage, all of the power, all of the decision making leverage, that they need in this situation. So uh, they can offer a little bit more than the 26 million. That's their second option, kind of sweeten the deal a little bit. But I don't know, exactly how that would benefit them in the longer run. As we all know, the young standout quarterback Brock Purdy, had a fantastic season last year. If he continues, to have another good season this year, he's definitely going to be in line for a big payday. And I'm sure the 49ers are kind of conflicted, kind of having a bit of a standoff with Brandon Aiyuk because, of course, Brock Purdy is going to be due for his payday very soon. But nonetheless, if you're not considering Brock Purdy's payday, or getting him under an early extension as well, so he doesn't have to be paid quote unquote market value, because quarterbacks in the league are making upwards of $60 million now. So I don't know if the 49ers have that much to offer Brock Purdy, but nonetheless, if they want to kind of offset that, then if they want to, not consider that, then surely they can offer a little bit more money to Brandon Aiyuk. Option 3 is to honor the trade request. And I'm not positively sure where Brandon Aiyuk would land. You would hate for him to land with a contending team like the Chiefs or the Jets, but I don't know exactly how that would work up. I did see an offer on the table, I believe, from the Los Angeles Chargers, or it might have just been like a fantasy proposal. But at the same time, people were saying that to offer Joey Bosa from the Los Angeles Chargers, so that Joey Bosa and Nick Bosa could, have that connection, and that could probably be a nice talent for talent trade per se, as Joey Bosa would probably put you in the same. Well, this is what the 49ers have to consider, that they just came off a Super Bowl run, and they are the favorite to make another Super Bowl run, and they are not looking to forfeit any of their edge, any of their advantage, any of their talent. 49ers are literally in the rock and the hard place in the sense of wanting to go back to the Super Bowl, kind of reing up with the talent they have, but also having to pay these guys, And so, again, one trade request that I liked on the table anyway was probably trading Joey Bosa and Brandon Aiyuk straight up. and kind of making things work in that way. That way, you keep your Super Bowl hopes alive. You get your another Super Bowl, talent. Obviously, not that Joey Bosa has been there, but I believe Joey Bosa is just talented enough to keep you in contention, especially playing with his brother on the other side, Nick Bosa, and as well. You get an even exchange of talent. You don't really lose much at that point if you trade Brandon Aiyuk. Excuse me. But the problem with that is, unlike many other sports franchises, I'm more familiar with the basketball, how their salary cap works. But in the NFL, salary cap works totally different. And then I read one article about Joey Bosa. He just got a big bag from the Chargers, and I believe he got a signing bonus, a very lucrative signing bonus from him as well. So they just gave him a lot of money. I doubt they want to fork him over, just to benefit the 49ers. Um, but outside of that, they could probably do a player for player trade to get another Super Bowl talent. That way you don't have to. Excuse me, I keep saying Super Bowl talent. Another great talent to add to your Super Bowl hopes. Again, that way you don't lose too much with Brandon Aiyuk. I will say this too. As far as all of the options for the 49ers goes, my thing for Brandon Ayuk, I think that one, either you take that 26 million, and you move forward in that way, or you find a way to get this holdout over with, man. Because that, to be honest, Brandon Ayuk, if they don't get him, if he doesn't get his extension, he's on a contract year. So now you're playing for that big money, of course, and now you're taking you're losing some of your momentum by missing OTAs and training camp and all this stuff because of that, and now you're missing that chemistry bonding time that you need with your quarterback Brock Purdy. Um, and Nick Bosa said himself that last year when he was having his negotiation holdouts, speaking on this situation, he said that missing training camp was really a disservice for him, and he struggled to get into game speed, in the first parts of the seasons. So, at the professional level, that may not seem and mean like a lot to us, but at the professional level, man, the practices and all that stuff that those guys go through, they have to be there and be present for that because that's what gives them their competitive edges during game time. So Brandon Ayuk missing training camp, in the name of this contract negotiation. I understand it. I won't you won't hear my voice, hating on Brandon Ayuk for trying to get his money, especially in the NFL. If y'all don't know, the NFL stands for not for long. So just because you're hot this year, next year it could be a totally different situation. And we've seen this happen to multiple, athletes, period, across the board. But I think I've seen it happen more so in the NFL. But, at the same time, uh, like I said, I'm not going to hate on him getting this bag, but this whole situation ultimately is going to work against Brandon Ayuk, you know. Unless he gets his money. That's the only way this situation works for him. If the 49ers decide to, like I said, that, in the beginning, they just decide to kind of stay pat and play chicken with you, you're losing money. I think that he's already paid $101,000 in fines. If he continues to hold up, fines can accumulate to up to I think 829, close to $829,000, close to $1 million, y'all. And then if this proceeds, all right, into the preseason, ladies and gentlemen, the 49ers can elect to fine him, I believe, another. I don't want to say $829,000 a game. I'm trying to remember right when I read this. I don't know if it's 829,000 a game or just during the preseason he can accumulate another $829,000 worth of fines. But either way, that's painful. And again, he's already lost money. So 14.1 ain't 14.1 as it stands. Brandon Ayuk will be playing for less than that, although that's the number that's on the contract and on the record. But Yeah, nonetheless, we'll see what happens. I should also state that, again, the 49ers are known for these stubborn negotiations. The last 3 seasons, they had, or the last 2 seasons, excuse me, they had a standoff with Debo Samuel. Also had a standoff with Nick Bosa. Both of those guys got paid in July. I believe Nick Bosa got paid a little later in the month. Nick Bosa or Debo, it may be both of them. They both got paid a little later in July. So here we are in July. Brandon Aiyuk is going through his negotiation. He may just very well get his money, and the 49ers are doing what they do, uh, making the negotiation table uncomfortable. But we'll see what happens, man. We will see what happens. I'll definitely keep y'all up to base. Excuse me for not reporting this when it was first announced that he was making this trade request. I didn't think that was the news. I felt like that everybody kind of seen that coming. But I also was aware that if y'all wasn't, I was aware that the 49ers can ignore Brandon Aiyuk's trade request, as they have done this before. When Debo Samuel requested a trade, they just kind of ignore him. And I do want to say as well that between Debo Samuel and Brandon Aiyuk, I would have kept Brandon Aiyuk and let Debo Samuel, excuse me, I would have let Debo Samuel walk. Me personally, I truly believe in my heart that Brandon Aiyuk is a better receiver than Debo Samuel. Now Debo Samuel ain't no punk, I ain't gonna say that. He's definitely a little bit more versatile in what he can do, with the running back packages that they can feature him in. Uh, I would definitely say that Debo Samuel, a little bit more experience, a little bit more stronger, but Brandon Aiyuk can definitely, and my belief system is that he can develop into one of these top, 3 receivers in the league easily. It could be him, Jamar Chase, and Justin Jefferson. That'd be the next generation of um, top guys in the receiver department. But that's all I got for y'all on this one, man. I'm definitely following this story very closely. Again, 49ers got all the leverage in this situation, so it's going to be kind of tough. I don't see this situation uh, working out. I'm not gonna say not working out in Brandon Aiyuk's favor. I believe that he'll get a bag. I just don't know what kind of bag it'll be or what kind of bag it'll look like. Also, the 49ers have an option to franchise tag him. If they do that right now, the market value for a receiver on the franchise tag is 22 million. So not bad. It will just be just for this season. 22 million in the bank, almost close to the 26 he wanted, but the 26 they offered. And there's no reports about if Brandon Aiyuk is going to accept that, or it was no follow up on that particular uh, subject. If Brandon Aiyuk, him and his team were considering the 26 million or not. But I'll dig a little deeper and see if I can find something else on that. But again, that's all I got for y'all on this one. I am Tony the Savant. Please like this video, share this video, hit the notification bell so you can be notified when I'm dropping content and going live on the channel as well. If you haven't already joined the fam, please do so now. Hit the subscribe button as I drop content daily. Go live daily. Stay very, very, very busy on this platform. And my favorite part, ladies and gentlemen, is reading y'all thoughts and opinions in the comment section. So please leave that in the comment box as well. I love y'all, man. I definitely appreciate the love and support. The platform is growing. We talk sports over here, for real, for real. We talk sports, and I definitely appreciate you all. You all being savants yourselves out there. It's not too many trolls that come onto this account on my platform. Some of them I ain't gonna hold you, and some of them that do, but a lot of people that are drawn to my platform really know their stuff, and that's why I had to put that in my speech. Leaving y'all thoughts and opinions in the comment section, because the people that be in the comment section, man, they really know their stuff. They give in depth perspectives, and I'm gonna start shouting y'all out. Some accounts, some of y'all don't have names on your accounts or whatnot. So if I can request that you just put your name or something on your nickname or something on your account, so I can shout you out. We'll start doing some comment section breakdowns, as far as bringing y'all's perspectives onto these videos and onto the platform. But definitely thank y'all. Thank you for the love and support. Once again, I'm Tony the Savant. Peace.